Yeah, that's exactly how you want to, like I was saying, that's exactly how you want to handle situations when people want to stud you up, especially your so-called friends, especially when it's like an hour away. Even though an hour is not a big drive, that's a lot to drive an hour away, and then you don't do anything, or the person don't at least have enough, you know, class or integrity to at least pick up the phone and be like, you know what, hey, I can't do this, you know. I understand, you know, it's all good. So that's my input on it. But you know, anytime somebody say, could you come at 2 o'clock? You know, you politely say, no, because I got things to do around 11 or 12 or 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock, and that's impossible for me to come at 2. I need to pick my DVDs up as soon as possible, like right now. And that's what I said to him. And you know, and I said it in a nice way, because you know, I'm not gonna act ghetto and start cussing and acting a fool. You know, I hope you two don't ban me from saying this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I stopped being a nigga December 2008 when I graduated from Benedict College, and I need to show the world, myself, not only prove to the world, but prove to myself that I'm more civilized and more educated, and I have more class than that. Not saying that we shouldn't get angry, but that's where it goes down to. But I didn't appreciate that, and I had to tell him that, you know, when he finally gave me the directions to get to his apartment, I told him straight up. I said that actually, another thing that I did when I pulled up to the apartment, I called him and let him know that I got outside, that I was outside in front of the apartment, and he pulled up. He came out. He asked me, was I coming in? I said, I said, I'm staying right in the car, because you know, I'm not getting out. I told him that just bring the DVDs down and just hand them to me. So he came downstairs with the DVD, you know, looking almost like how a child would look if, you know, when a child is in trouble. And so he came outside and gave me his DVDs, and I told him, I said, but before I can say anything, you can tell when a person feels guilty, because he come out and say, yeah, man, I'm sorry about all that. You know, I was just, you know, I just felt a little depressed, and, you know, because I got this going on. And I said, I just smiled and I said, you know, that's all good. That's all well and good, but, you know, I just want to say that if you had that much going on, all you had to do is make one phone call and say that you couldn't do this. You would have saved me gas, you would have saved me time, and you would have saved me enough energy. Even if I was already there, I would have had a little bit more respect for you then if you would have said, there's a lot going on, I apologize for inviting you to come up here like this, but now it's not a good time. Understandable. But anyway, I was like, you know, that's all good and well, and I told him what I just said just now, the way I explained it, and I also said, I just hope you know, and I looked him dead in his eye, I would have never done you like that, and I never thought that you would do something like that. I thought you was more intelligent than that, because, you know, we used to be roommates too, you know, we were like brothers, but you know, he was like, yeah, I just can't express myself. I don't know if it's like that with the other races. I'm gonna just have to call this person back. I don't know if it's like that with the other race as far as Asians, Caucasians, Mexicans, but Indians. But black folks, we come up with too many excuses. We really do. And it's really sad. We don't stick together. We got too much issues going on in our community, and there's a lot of distrust there. I don't see the other races doing that, especially the Asians and the Mexicans. They stick together no matter what. I don't know, maybe my parents raised me different. I know about the Willie Lynch chip and the slave syndrome, but I can't even excuse that sometimes. It's just all about manners and having respect for the other person, the other individual. But I was very disappointed that one of my friends that I never thought would do that. But one thing I can say true about the Bible was the story of Judah betraying Jesus. Whether that story is based on truth or fiction, because we know man put his hand into the Bible and interpreted the way he wanted to interpret it, some of it. But that story have a lot of meaning, I felt like Jesus, and I felt like my friend was Judah. I tell you, betrayal hurt, but one thing I like about Buddhism is where it teaches you to accept the human condition as it is, because what we see, like I said, is not real. Everything that involves the real world is in here. The real world is inside of us, because everything that we're looking for is inside us. We create our own reality. We create the world around us. So if you don't like something, change it. That's all you gotta do. Because the spiritual world is much, much powerful than the physical world. Well, that's all for tonight, y'all. I just had to get that off my chest. I felt like telling a few millions of people. And I can't be that bad of a person, because it's not like I put the person's name out there. I mean, they'll put the name out there. They put the name out there themselves. You know what I mean? I mean, for the fact that he wrote me a long, long letter on Facebook saying why he didn't do this or that and that. I don't need to hear that. We come up with 20 excuses. To save all that trouble, all you have to do is say, I can't do it. I understand. Even though this person may be a heartless person, I don't know, because I don't know who my real friends are, but anymore, for that particular person. But all I'm going to say is that you are forgiven, but I'm not going to deal with you. Peace. I love y'all, YouTube, and y'all have a good night.